Hey Priti, aren't you in charge of police, law and order, and our borders and immigration? Well, I've got a question for you. What do you have to do to get deported around here? You see, I've got 3 friends. Let's call them Ralph, Aziz and Khan. Okay, they're not really my friends, but apart from that, the rest of this story is true. You see, Ralph, Aziz and Khan couldn't form proper relationships with people their own age. They were rather inadequate individuals. But never mind their inadequacies, much worse than that. Ralph, Aziz and Khan liked sexually exploiting little young white girls and trafficking them for abuse by others. People like them use violence, drugs and gang rape. Imagine if it was your daughter. They destroyed these young girls' lives, and that makes people pretty angry. Anyway, they got caught, they were tried and banged up for quite a few years for 2 related crimes each. 6 years plus 6 years, 9 years plus 9 years, 8 years plus 8 years. But then they all got out. That can't be right. They all got let out between 2014 and 2016. Hang on a minute. So Aziz had a sentence that added up to 18 years, which would have kept him inside till 2030. But was out on the streets of Rochdale by 2015. He only spent 2 or 3 years inside. Hey Priti, here are some other questions. Why are sentences so short for such terrible crimes? What is this with running sentences concurrently? That's nonsense to anyone with half a brain. And why don't people serve their sentences in full? You need to sort that out. Anyway, one Home Secretary after another was supposed to be deporting these people. That was government policy, right? Well, hey Priti, if that's government policy, how come it hasn't happened yet? The first step was to strip them of their British citizenship. If you're Home Secretary, that can't be too hard, right? I mean, they're Pakistani citizens as well, so you're not making them stateless. Well, it took 2 years because we allowed Ralph, Aziz and Khan to appeal multiple times on human rights grounds. Hang on a minute, that's going to sound a bit odd too. Did Ralph, Aziz and Khan pay any attention to the human rights of the little girls they sexually exploited? Maybe I'm getting distracted by details. But hey Priti, why do we spend more time and huge amounts of taxpayers' money worrying about the human rights of these loathsome individuals than we do looking after their victims? Anyway, the government says it's tough on foreign criminals like Ralph, Aziz and Khan. And they claim they've deported 52,000 since 2010. Wow. If they can manage 52,000, you'd think they'd have got the hang of it by now, and the Rochdale 3 would be well within their capability. Possibly, Priti. We need a little less conversation, a little more action. Well, a lot of MPs from all parties agree they should be deported. Andy Burnham, Bev Hughes, Tony Lloyd, Chris Clarkson. So hey Priti, if MPs from all parties agree, how come they haven't been deported yet? Well, don't worry about replying to this video, but when you've sorted out deporting Ralph, Aziz and Khan, perhaps you could turn your attention to the dinghies.